Hello and welcome back to the channel where flavor knows no borders. This is Food Around Me.
Berlin is not just about the wall, techno clubs, or endless German beer. Here, there's a street food legend that almost every Berliner has tasted at least once in their life: Currywurst, German sausage, sliced into chunks, drowned in tomato ketchup mixed with curry powder, and served with crispy fries. It sounds simple, yet that very simplicity has turned currywurst into the soul food of German fast eats. Its origin goes back to the years after World War II, when a woman named Herta Huer mixed American ketchup with British curry powder, then poured it over German sausages. A culinary invention born out of Allied forces. And surprisingly, it became an icon of Berlin, symbolizing the fusion of East and West, past and present. For Germans, currywurst isn't just food, it's memory. Late-night snacks after too many beers, quick lunch breaks for workers, or long tourist lines in freezing Berlin winters. For Americans, it's both familiar and strange. Familiar, because sausages and ketchup are all American. Strange, because that curry twist suddenly brings in the aroma of India. Some joke, currywurst is like a hot dog that studied abroad and came back speaking half German, half Indian. In Germany, currywurst doesn't just exist on the streets. It has its own museum in Berlin, a dish so humble, yet elevated into cultural heritage. That's Germany for you, taking sausages very seriously. In Italy, there's a pasta dish that makes many tourists hesitate before taking the first bite: spaghetti al nero di seppia, pasta cooked with squid ink. Golden strands of spaghetti are cloaked in an inky black sauce, shimmering like liquid obsidian. The taste is briny, deeply umami, with a silky touch of olive oil, the Italians not approvingly, calling it the height of elegance. But for many Americans, a jet black plate of pasta often looks like spilled printer ink. They worrying, will my tongue turn black? Will I look like I just ate a bag of Halloween candy? Yet, beyond the shock factor, this dish carries symbolism. In Italy, eating squid ink pasta means embracing beauty in the unusual. Black isn't always sinister. Sometimes it's the color of sophistication. And here's the cultural twist: Americans love their pasta bright red with tomato sauce. Safe, familiar, reassuring. Italians, on the other hand, boldly plunge their spaghetti into deep black ink, almost as if to say, cuisine, too, can be art in opposition. France is home to over 1,200 types of cheese. But among them, the most famous, or rather, infamous, are the so-called fromage cuipu. Literally, stinky cheese. Its smell, some say it's like socks worn 3 days straight, others swear it's closer to a garbage dump on a hot afternoon. Yet, for cheese lovers, that strong odor signals depth, richness, and perfect ripeness. Varieties, like Epoisses, Munster, or Roquefort are prized precisely for being stinky. The French pair it with bread and wine, treating it as a work of art, but Americans, one whiff and they're out the door. For them, strong cheese means spoiled, rotten, or simply inedible, something to toss in the trash, not savor at the table. What's fascinating is that this cheese is alive, crafted by active bacteria. It's microbiology on a plate, both science and heritage. But if you're not used to it, it feels less like fine dining and more like being gassed in your own kitchen. The French call it a delicacy, Americans just want to call hazardous waste control. If you think grilled meat on a stick is just street food, congratulations, you've just insulted an entire civilization. To the Greeks, souvlaki was never just barbecue. It was the breath of the gods. Zeus craved the smoke, Aphrodite desired the flesh, and Dionysus, he poured the wine. Naturally. Since the time of Homer, the Greeks skewered meat not just for eating, but as offerings. Smoke went to Zeus, meat went to men, barbecue as divine diplomacy. Myth says, Heracles, the gluttonous strong man, could devour dozens of skewers. And when Paris stole Helen, it was over grilled meat feasts that Greek kings plotted the Trojan War, who knew a skewer could spark a decade-long war. What makes souvlaki stand apart from American fast food is the finesse hidden in its flavors. The meat, whether pork, chicken, or lamb, is marinated in extra virgin olive oil, lemon, garlic, oregano. These are not just seasonings, they're symbols. Olive represents Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Lemon and herbs capture the Mediterranean climate, harsh sun, yet fertile earth. Scientifically, grilling meat triggers the Maillard reaction, producing compounds that make the brain flood with dopamine. It's not just a meal, it's a neurological fireworks show, and red meat links to testosterone. From ancient Greece to today, skewered meat means masculinity, brotherhood, power feasts. A souvlaki is never just lunch, it's a hormone ritual. A souvlaki skewer usually comes with soft pita, tomatoes, onions, and tzatziki sauce made from Greek yogurt and cucumber. The texture is rich yet refreshing, smoky yet cooling. One bite, and you instantly taste the culinary DNA of Greece, passionate, generous, but never crude. In ancient Athens, skewers were not democratic. Who got the best cuts, who got more skewers, all reflected social hierarchy. A skewer was a political vote. Aristotle himself wrote, "He who controls the fire, controls the men." Even today, from Greek feasts to Washington barbecues, grilled meat is where men negotiate power, brotherhood, elections, empires. Interestingly, souvlaki was once considered street food, a working-class snack sold on the corners of Athens. Yet paradoxically, it became a cultural pillar. Americans have hot dogs, but no one bites a hot dog and feels the soul of Washington or Lincoln. Souvlaki, on the other hand, makes every traveler feel like they're chewing a fragment of ancient mythology itself. Today, Americans see souvlaki and think, "Oh, it's like a kebab, fast food on a stick." Greeks would answer, "Don't you dare insult Zeus." Because every skewer carries history, divine worship, male hormones, Aphrodite's desire, political power. It's not fast food, it's grilled destiny. In the end, remember, souvlaki is more than grilled meat. It's the mirror of a civilization, gods, hormones, desire, power. And if you dare call it Greek fast food, Zeus might just hurl a lightning bolt onto your picnic table. For Greeks, souvlaki is divine breath. For Americans, it's just meat on a stick with BBQ sauce.